Good morning. I want to wish all of my Craps Hawaii followers happy holidays, first of all. Today, I got a lot of requests about recapping my San Diego trip. Basically, let's see. We usually leave Maui, Hawaii, around 7. I'm sorry, about 11:15 in the morning, and then we get to San Diego about 7:30 at the airport, and then it takes an hour drive to take us up to the Harrah's Rincon, Southern California hotel where we've been staying. So this last trip, we got to the airport, and then we had the limo pick us up and take us to Rincon, and we got there maybe about 8:15, 8:30, something like that. So it was me and my partner Jay, and so we went up to the rooms, got settled in, came back down about 45 minutes later, I'd say, and decided we we're going to hit the tables. So we got to the tables and cashed in our money, got some chips, and started to play. I was hoping things would be a little better, but we got welcome to the table with 4.7s in a row. So I bought in at 700. My partner bought in, I would say maybe 1,000 or so. And I was playing 130, and he happened to sometimes play 240, or sometimes he dropped down to 190 inside. So there were 4.7s in a row. That was a great welcome for us. So I lost in 4.7 throws in a row, 520 out of my 700 bankroll. So that means I bought in for another 5 so I could continue to play. So that was the first time. I forgot if I don't think we won, but maybe not lost too much on the first session. Second day, excuse me, we decided that we're gonna catch a drive up to Barona. Barona was the hotel that we stayed at our last trip when Harrah's was shut down because of the strong winds and the fires. And since they, pretty much took care of us up in Barona, we decided we'll just return the favor and go up there and play. But we didn't know what time the tables opened, so I thought they opened like 11 o'clock, because at the Indian reservations they don't stay open 24/7. So I called my host up there and asked her what time would the tables be open, because Jay and I are here and we're thinking about coming up in the morning to play some dice. So she told me that they would be open at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I said, oh, okay, I thought you guys would open like 11 o'clock. And she said no, but if you and Jay decide to come up earlier, let her know, and she would talk to the pit boss at the gaming tables and have them open the tables at 7 o'clock if we wanted to. So I kind of giggled to myself and thought, that does that mean that between Jay and I that we bet enough that they would open up the tables for us? I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe the amount we bet would be equal to maybe 5-6 guys of local people there who bet their amounts. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if I was a local there, I'd probably be doing the same thing. But anyway, it was kind of nice for her to say that to us. Made us feel like we were big gamblers. But anyway, so we went up to Barona, and we spent I'd say we spent at least 8 hours, I would think, up there. We got up there like 9 in the morning maybe, We didn't leave there till like 5. So what is that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 8 hours. So we played. We also had went to the buffet over there. They have a great buffet. I mean, we talked to a lot of the locals there. They all said that that's the best buffet there is. I think it's like $45 a person, but they have all different ethnic groups selling their type of foods, and it was worth the money. And I don't know if I mentioned before. I probably did, but what happens up in Verona is that, you know how you order room service and they bring a table up to you on wheels and they push it out there. Well, they also do that if you're playing slots and you want to eat. They'll bring that table out there for you with the food that you want, and you can sit there and play. Also, they don't serve drinks there, so if you wanted to drink, you probably would have to bring your own booze, and you'd probably have to drink it up in the room. The good thing about it is, you know how like a lot of people for their child's 21st birthday and they want to take them to the casinos, that you can take them to Verona and they can play at 18 because they don't serve liquor there. So at 18 years old, you can take your son or daughter to the crap table or to the slot machines or whatever you want. So that's just some info I wanted to pass on, because my friend Gordon Parks from the Big Island, he was asking about that. And so Gordon, this is an opportunity that if you wanted to take your son when he was 18, you could take him to Verona. Of course, if you're going to shoot crap, you're going to have to do it against the cards. Okay, so anyway, after that, we came back down to our hotel, Harrah's, took a shower, had something to eat, and then decided we're going to hit the tables again. So, again, we went to the tables. Remember, I said that morning they welcomed us with 4.7s in a row. Well, after we got through eating, we went to the tables, and this time they welcomed us again. But it wasn't 4.7s in a row, it was 5.7s in a row. 5.7s in a row. So that cost us some money right there. So then I decided that, you know, I wasn't working on the come outs. I decided I was going to wait and have a point established and then put out my bets. And of course, like I said, we got caught 4 times in the morning, 5 times in the evening. So now I'm looking at, like I say, what does the table giving me? What is it giving me, right? So I decided I'm going to let every person throw a point for their come out, and I'm not going to place my bets. I'm going to place it after they throw another roll. So in other words, I'll let them throw their come out point, and then another roll, and then I would place my bets out. And by doing that, it saved me about 9 times where they threw their come out roll, another point, and then 0.7. So that helped me by looking at the table and see what the table was doing, and it helped me. Other than that, we played that night. Maybe we lost a little. I'm sure we didn't win. And then my friend Jay, he's a lucky guy. So on the last trip, he went and played video poker when we took a break, a dollar machine, and he hit a royal flush back then. Well, the same thing happened on this trip. We took a break. He went, played the same machine, hit another royal flush for $4,000. So he's lucky. He's a lot luckier than I am. I cannot win with lucky number drawings and anything like that. Never hit a royal flush in my life. At one time I was playing like a nickel machine or something where you have 50 hands come up on the board, and I had 4 cards to the royal flush. Push the button on the draw, watch the cards, all 50 cards, not one royal flush, not one royal flush. So that's just how my luck is. And then we decided while we're taking a break, let's go maybe play blackjack. So we played blackjack for a little while. Jay bought in for 1,000. He's playing green chips. I'm playing nickels. And hit miss. But he was all the way down to like his last $100. And all of a sudden, it's like, okay, hit, win. Then you get cards where has a chance to double down, so he does, and he wins. And then he has a chance to split all in a row now. So he doubled down, he wins 200 or whatever it is. Now he wants to split, so that's another 200 each. He wins. And he wins like 4-5 hands in a row and ends up winning his money back plus $1,000. He's lucky. But he's a great guy. So, we have fun every time we go up there. So the next night, we were playing off and on throughout the day. But the next night, he decided he was going to play some more slots. I wanted to go shoot some crap. So he told me, let's go half-half. So I said, okay, I'm going to play 130 inside. He said, okay, we'll split it. We both put in $650 each. I went to the table, and he went to the slots. So as I was playing, I broke my hands down in the rack where I was. I was actually on the corner like this. And on my rack, I decided that I was going to split my money into 10 hands of 130. I only could make 4 hands of 130 because I needed some money to bet the fire bet. And so that means, I couldn't make another hand of 130. So I decided, well, I'm going to break them up into 9 hands. And as I played each hand, I took a hand from here, marked it all off in 130s, took a hand. When I was playing it, I played it here. Whatever I won, I put it on this side rack. And if I lost, I still put on this side rack. And then I'd mark that with a dollar chip. Then I took another 130 and brought it up. And I wanted to see how many hands I won, how many hands I lost money on. So that's what I was doing. I decided that for me, because I was losing quite a bit of money, I needed to play some proposition bets that would make back some fast money. So we were playing the fire bet. The most I seen hit was like 3 all that time. You don't collect on 3. And then there was a fire bet that I hit that I didn't throw, somebody else throwing, but 4-number fire bet, trying to work for his 5th one, which if he hit 5 of them, gets paid $12.50 for a nickel. But we only hit 4, so that was $1.25 for a nickel. But hey, any money won is good money. Then I decided to play hard 8s, $5 on a hard 8. Hit it several times up to 50 because I all parlayed, and $5 became 50, but never hit it again. And then I continued doing that off and on, and then finally hit a hard 8 for a nickel, parlay to 50, and got hit again. So got paid for 500, but I opted up another 50, made it to $100 hard way. It didn't get hit. So in my first hand of $130, I made probably about, I'd say, $700, $800, especially with the hard way hit, right? And then brought out another 100 and played, and maybe broke even on that hand. Then got up to the 3rd, made some more. 4th made some more. 5th made some more. And then I got up to about, I was already playing like 6 hands. And at 6 hands, the dice wasn't too bad. I probably was up about maybe 1,000 profit. And then as I started to bring out my other hands and I laid them out, I caught a pretty decent hand. I had my 4 and 10 up to $100 each. And what I do is I'll bet 35 each on the 4 and 10. If it hits, I'll just have them press me up to $100, and $35 will pay 70. So added to the 35, that's 105. They'll take the $5 for the vig. So anyway, I had my 4 and 10s up to 100 each. I had my 5 and 9 pressed up to 150 each, and my 6 and 8 pressed up to 180 a piece. So I was there collecting, and then after a while, Jay comes and we're talking. So I'm telling Jay, you know what, Jay, we get pretty decent money out there. I feel like depressing it. So he says, well, it's up to you. You're playing the hands. You do what you want to do. So I decided to depress it, and I did, down to 240, and took the rest of the profit. And of course the dice rolled for another 3-4 hits, and Jay saying, see, you should have left it, because now you would have been collecting 210 and we could have pressed it up to 300 and so on and so forth. And I'm telling him, yeah, you're right, but that's all hindsight, right? So anyway, after about 3-4 more rolls, the person 7'd out. We cashed out after playing 9 hands, because like I said, I didn't have a total of 10 to play with. We cashed out 3,100 and leaving probably 400, 500 on the table, because at 240 I was pressing it up on the other 3 or 4 rolls that were there. So I think we did okay, but I'm sure if Jay was playing the hand, we would have made more money, because Jay is a press kind of guy, and we probably, for sure, we would have made more money, maybe at least 1,000, 1,500 more. But I was losing, and I'm thinking about I need to recover some money, and you know, so I press, I take, I press, I take. So basically, that was it. Other than that, we caught the plane, got back. We left the hotel at 5 in the morning. Limousine picked us up, took us back to the airport. Caught the plane at 7:15 in the morning. Arrived back here in Hawaii 11:15, I think it was, in the morning. So basically, we both lost again. Playing against the cards, for me, is my opinion, is not that easy. Although we did catch a good hand, but that was just one in the 4 days that we were there. So basically, I think I lost about 2,000, maybe a little over that. I just chalk it up as the cost of entertainment. I enjoyed myself, and like I said before, when we travel from Hawaii, we don't have the chance to make money and then go home and say, well, tomorrow we'll come back and play, or whatever, 2-3 days from now. No, we're there. So the hotel does have us locked up into playing, because we're there for days, and we're not going to just eat and go up in a room and watch TVs or movies, right? So anyway, the people there are very, very nice. I would really recommend, if you had a chance to go, go check it out. If you're a slot player, there's slots, there's table games, blackjack, poker, whatever games there are that's table games for cards. Also, they did put in a whole new bank of slot machines, almost like video type, virtual type, maybe I should say. But they just opened it up when we were there. Other than that, I just look forward to my next trip. If you don't mind playing against the cards, then it's an experience. And if you'd like to check it out, go check out Harrah's at Southern California, Rincon, or go up to Barona. They're both very, very nice places. Barona's a little bigger than Rincon. Rincon's pet friendly, so you can bring your animals, your dogs, whatever. Other than that, that's my recap for my San Diego trip. Hope you enjoyed it. I wish you happy holidays. Enjoy the holidays. Stay safe. Don't go out drinking. And those of you who are up in the mainland where it's snowing, be careful. Other than that, take care. See you again.